Okay. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let me just share the screen. I don't have slides today, but that's okay. We will make do. So for the warm-up, we're going to spend 8 minutes going through 10 wall slides, 15 body weight good mornings, 10 scap push-ups, and 10 cat-cows. We can just move through those movements. Don't worry so much about the numbers. We'll just go through 8 minutes. So like if you get through all of that, we'll just start it over. So for the wall slides, you're going to need to be up against a wall. I'll just pretend I have one here. And you're going to have your hands out in front of you, touch. You're going to slide your hands up the wall and then back down the wall without letting, you know, your shoulders and ribs come way up. It's just the arms, not that big of a movement, and then right back down, okay? And we're pushing into the wall while we do that. You should really feel it in your scaps. And back up a little bit. You're just going to be, you can put your hands behind your head, and then you're just going to be pushing your hips back into space, like you're trying to push a button with your butt, and then back forward, squeezing your butt when you stand back up straight. The scap push-ups will be in a plank position. Get to a place where you can see me. A plank position, and you're going to be squeezing your scaps together and then rounding back out. So this is like a really subtle movement. It's going to feel like you're not doing a whole lot, but you should feel really squeezing in that back between your scaps and shoulder blades. And then finally, a cat-cow. We're probably familiar with this from yoga. The cat is the rounded position, like this, rounding your back up like a cat that's afraid of something, and then dips down and your head comes up. So we'll move through those nice and slow. Any questions there, guys? I'll set a timer and we'll just move through those warm-ups. Good? All right. Let me put the music on for you. I'll start a timer and you can just start moving.
Don't ever change, we wanted everything, Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down, oh. Stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, we'll never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting.
Good, guys. On those good mornings, really focus on that hamstring stretch. Go down as far as you can with your hamstrings and then right back up. Don't worry so much about your chest. Good job, guys.
Thinking about you as I'm lying next to someone else, drinking without you. Doesn't fix me, but it kinda helps. Oh, I still wish we could go back to where we started, when you left your t-shirt at my old apartment. Have you ever wondered if you love me harder? Where we be now?
Good job, guys. And for those scap push-ups, really focus on keeping your belly tight. Just moving your scap back and down. So yeah, just push your hips back. You don't need to bend your knees and go down into a squat position. It's just hips back. There you go. Good, guys. We're over halfway. Maybe work through one more time. Good job, guys. We'll spend 2 more minutes warming up. Okay, guys, we're really focusing on waking your back up because we're going to be doing a lot of overhead pressing today. So if you need to work through some shoulder mobility too in this last minute or so, you can go ahead and do that. Maybe take a couple down dogs. Good job, guys. All right, guys, let's think about wrapping it up, heading back to your computer or your phone, and we'll talk about the workout. I'm going to go ahead and share it while I'm waiting for everybody to make their way over. Let's see here. Basic. All right. So just a heads up, guys, the internet here is a little bit spotty right now, so let me know if I'm like going in and out, and I'll fix it. I'll try to say it again. But the workout for today is 2 different EMOMs alternating between 2 movements. And then there's going to be a 3-minute rest between each EMOM. So the first one is going to be 5 strict presses plus 10 push presses. So we'll go straight from the strict into the push press. I'll demo that in a second. And then the second movement, so on the second minute of the EMOM, you'll do seated leg lifts or seated straddle pulse. Those I will also demo. They are an ab movement. It's tough, so just be aware of that. And then we'll rest for 3 minutes and go into the second 10-minute EMOM, where we'll be alternating between deadlifts and bodybuilders or burpees over an object. So first, let's demo this first EMOM. So do you guys have pairs of dumbbells, or do you guys have single arms?
Kettlebell.
You have 2. It's kind of a mix. Okay. So if you only have something to do single arm, then you can drop the reps in half and do 2 or 3 push presses, and then 2 or 3 strict presses, and then 5 push presses, and then switch over to the other side. Or you can choose to do left arm on 1 minute and then the right arm on the next minute, whatever feels better for you. You want to be working for about 40 seconds and then giving yourself about 20 seconds of rest. So if you're trying to get both arms in and you're not getting that rest period, then I would suggest doing 1 arm at a time. So for the strict press, you're going to start with the weight on your shoulder, and you're going to have your core nice and tight. You don't want to have your back rounded or curved like this, or you don't want to be leaning forward. You want to have a slight bend in your knees, and then we're just pushing it straight overhead. Our arm is about in line with our ear, and we're locked out over top. Then we'll bring it right back down. Then when you're ready to move into the push press, all you're doing is adding a leg drive. So we'll bend our knees a little bit, and then using our knees, we'll push that weight up by opening up our hips, squeezing our butt, right? So it'll look like this. And then back down. And then the second movement, well, why don't we go ahead and knock out, let's have everybody do 5 push press and 5 strict press and 5 push press, and then we'll talk about the seated leg raises. Yeah, good job, guys. Good. Looks good, everybody. Cool, beautiful. Rhea, is that vodka?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So then, That's funny. So then for the seated leg raises or straddle, I would suggest if you have dumbbells with you to use those to put your hands on because it brings the floor up closer to you. It makes it a little less difficult. But we'll start first with the seated leg raises. You guys can see me. You'll have your legs out in front of you. You're sitting on the ground. And then you want to try to start with your chest as upright as possible. You might be tempted to kind of lean back. We can do that if you need to. But starting with your chest upright is the best position. And then we're just going to pulse our legs up off the ground. So you're using your abs, your lower abs to do that. The more difficult, the more challenging it is, the further forward you are because it takes away your ability to use momentum, right? So then it's just more ab movement. Just up, pulse, and then if that feels easy for you or you want a little bit more of a challenge, or you could even try this position. I personally think the straddle is a little bit easier. I think probably because I'm using a little bit more hip flexor. You'll have your hands in front of you instead of on the outside of your legs. They'll be in the middle. Your legs will be out to the side. And then same thing. You're just going to use your lower abs to pulse your legs up off the ground, right? And it's a little bit easier if you flex your toes out. And then same thing, the more forward folded you are, the more difficult it is. So let's have everybody go ahead and get on the ground and try your variation of that. Let's do, like 5 pulses and figure out what feels good. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use your fingertips on the ground. That'll be a little bit easier than just palms flat and putting your fingertips down. Good. Good job, guys. Good job. Does everybody feel comfortable with that movement? Yeah?
Yeah, those
Okay.
are hard.
It's very hard.
Yeah.
They're a little bit weird, but.
Is it like, can you do like
remember
one
that
leg at a time, or you have to do both at the same time?
I would try to do both at the same time if you can.
Okay.
Just remember that less is more. You don't need to do a huge lift off the ground. Just a teeny little lift is good enough.
Okay.
It's not anything extreme. Like you could just tiny little lift off the ground and you're good. So then for the second EMOM, and we can go over this again in the 3-minute rest, you're going to be doing deadlift and then bodybuilder or burpee over an object. So for the deadlift, if you have a kettlebell or dumbbells like this, we'll start them on the ground. I like to do having 2 dumbbells on the outsides of my legs. You just want to make sure that you're standing up straight, pushing through the ground, squeezing your butt at the top, and then coming back down. Remember, your shoulders and your hips move together at the same time. So you're coming up, and then you stand up straight. We're not putting our butt up first. We're not standing our chest up first. It's kind of all one movement together. And then for the burpee over object, your object can be whatever height you want. You can choose difficulty based on how high you're jumping. You can even, it can be just something small, or it can be whatever, something higher. For the burpee or the bodybuilder, I find it's easiest if you're facing the object. So you're gonna go down, up, step towards it, jump over. That's 1 rep, okay? So let's have you guys, let's do 5 deadlifts and 3 burpee over object. Work out the kinks here. Good, and remember on our deadlifts, we're starting with our chest up. So if we have something on our shirt, we're trying to show somebody in front of us, right? Like this. We don't want to have our shoulders rounded over and looking down, chest is up front, standing up straight. Good, guys.
Hi, Jason. Just wanted to give a quick update. My town council had a record-breaker meeting yesterday. Our administration did not give the order. We are returning.
Good. All right, guys. job. All right, so does everybody feel comfortable with that? Do we know what we're doing? Anybody have questions? You need to see the rep scheme again? We're good? All right, so I'll set a clock. I'll let you know every minute, and then we'll all rest together for 3 minutes. And then we'll start the second EMOM. All right?
Can you show the rep scheme one more time, just so I remember my numbers?
Yes, I can. 1 second. There you go. Let me know when you're done with it.
Thank you.
Good? All right. Let's get some music going. Everybody head to your first station, which is going to start with the strict presses. 10-second countdown. 3, 2, 1. Strict press and push press. Come on, Steven. Keith, you don't need to do the leg raises until the next minute. Leg raises. So everyone on the ground, get ready for minute 2. 3, 2, 1, leg raises. You have time to get these done, so slow and controlled. Really focus on using your abs, not your hip flexors and momentum. Really feel this in your lower core. Good job, guys. All right, let's pick up our weights. Get ready for minute 3. 3, 2, 1. 5 strict press, 10 push press. Let's go. Good job, guys.
Hey, Courtney, for these, for the pulses, like you put your hands out in front. Can I put them behind me so I can like lift my legs?
3, 2, 1. You want your legs, you want your arms to be either on the side of you or in front of you. Putting them back allows you to just use like momentum you're not using your core.
Okay.
So you're changing the movement. So you want to try to keep your arms at your sides or in front of you and just do the smallest lift possible.
That's all I can do.
That's okay.
Just be careful, love ain't simple, promise me no promises.
And putting your fingers up rather than palms flat will help a little bit too. That's a tough movement.
Felt like I was cheating when doing the straddle.
All right, guys, pick our weights up. 2, 1. Good, guys.
Just be careful, love ain't simple, promise me no promises.
Good, Heath.
Oh, just be careful, love ain't simple, promise me no promises.
Good job, guys. 10 seconds. Let's find our way to the ground. 3, 2, 1. Leg lift.
But baby, we can't see the bottom. I just wanna dive in with you. I just wanna lie here with you. Oh, no, just be careful, love ain't simple,
Good job, guys.
no promises. Oh, no, just be careful, love ain't simple, promise me no promises.
Good job, guys. Let's find our way back to our weights. Moving into round 7. 3, 2, 1, go.
Think I can fly.
Good job, guys.
Think I can fly when I'm with you. My arms are wide, catching fire as the wind blows. I know that I'm rich enough for pride. I see $1 billion in
Good, everyone.
even if we're strangers till we die.
We got 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Leg lift. Good job, guys. Almost there, guys. One more round of each. All right, we got 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Good.
When I'm with you, give it all away. Catching fire as the wind blows.
Good job.
I know that I'm rich enough for pride. I see $1 billion in your eyes.
Steve, you don't need to dip as low as that. Just a little dip and then forward. There you go. That's better. Good job. All right, guys, we're moving into the last round of this EMOM. Then we have 3 minutes of rest. Make this one count. Come on. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Last round. Good, guys. Good job. All right, I'm going to start a 3-minute timer. Starting it on my phone, but I'll keep you updated. Turn the music down a little bit. So we need to grab equipment for the deadlift and the burpee or bodybuilder over object. What was the hardest part of that, EMOM? How was it? The leg lift?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are hard. Those are really hard.
So this one's the same with alternating, right?
Yeah, so you'll do the deadlifts in minute 1, and then in minute 2, do the burpees over object.
I don't know why I thought I could do all that in 1 minute.
You probably could. You just be up to
Really
the
mad
end
right
each time. Yeah.
Really mad at Steven and you.
So be prepared, guys. This one is going to be, you're going to be breathing heavier, obviously, with the burpee over object. So take it nice and slow. Don't fly through it. Try to breathe. Try to breathe through your nose as long as you possibly can.
If I disappear for a minute, sorry, I was going to say if I disappear for a minute, it's because it started raining for some reason, and I have my computer out here.
Yeah, it's raining over at the gym right now. You might want to find a better
I got a little
spot.
awning, but if the wind starts blowing, I'll need to go in.
Okay. It sounds like it's raining hard, but I don't see any rain. All right, guys, we have a minute before the next EMOM begins.
A minute?
Whole minute. That's it.
Hey, Heath, can you see what I have right here?
Fan.
Nature wasn't doing it for you?
What's that?
Nature wasn't creating enough of a breeze.
Yeah. Well, today's different, but yesterday, oh my God.
Yesterday
So
was
hot.
hot.
It's hot. Yeah, we're moving into summer here. All right, guys, we're under 30 seconds. All right, let's get ready. I'm going to start the 10-second countdown. I accidentally reset it instead of starting it. All right, you got a couple extra seconds. All right, 5, 3, 2, 1. Minute 1. We're doing 10 to 12 deadlifts. Come on, guys. Remember, keep that chest up. We're showing people what's on our shirt. Looking forward. Good, guys.
I just wanted to make sure
Good job, guys.
I have to stuff it in, and then I'm going to use like for this wire, so it's all nice and tight.
10 seconds. We're moving to burpee over object or bodybuilder over object in 3, 2, 1, go.
The cabinets are bare and I'm unaware of just how we got into this mess. Got so aggressive. I know we meant all good intentions. So pull me closer. Why don't you pull me close? Why don't you come on over? I can just let you go.
Ooh, Lindy. Yes, yes, yes.
Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Hey, go lie down.
In the middle.
Good job, guys.
Why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Moving to minute 3 in 3, 2, 1. That's the deadlift. Come on.
Back for a minute into the kitchen, floors are wet. And taps are still running, dishes are broken.
That's good form.
We get into this mess, got so aggressive.
Get back first, like in the good morning.
All good intentions.
Good, guys.
Pull me closer, why don't you pull me close?
Good,
Why
Heath.
don't you come on over? I can't just let you go. Oh, baby. Why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Good job, Susan.
My mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Good, guys.
In the middle.
Aim to be resting now. Catch your breath.
I can't lie, just pouring out admission.
10 seconds.
Objection. And it's not about my pride. I know
3,
you're
2,
my sketches. Come
1.
on,
Burpees, let's go.
oh, baby. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle? In the middle, oh, baby. Why don't you just meet me in the
guys.
middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. So why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Good job, guys. All right, guys, back to deadlift. 3, 2, 1.
Did she get the job she wanted? So that car that gave her problems. I'm just curious but I'm honest. So you're wondering why I've been calling?
Good, guys.
Like I got ulterior motives. No, we didn't end this so good. But you know we had something so good. I'm wondering, can we still be friends?
Good, guys.
Can we still be friends? Does it
10 seconds.
have to end? And if it ends, can we be friends?
And work. Let's go. Burpees. Come on.
Can we be friends? Can we be friends? Wondering if you got a body to hold you tight since I left. Wondering if you think about me. Actually, don't answer that.
Job.
So you're wondering why I've been calling.
Good, Heath.
Ulterior
Beautiful.
motives. No, we didn't end this so good. But you know we had something so good.
10 seconds. Catch your breath.
Can we
We're moving to deadlift. In 3,
2, 1, let's go. Remember, pushing through the floor with your legs. You should really feel this in your legs the whole way up. Squeeze your butt at the top. Good. Good job, guys.
Like I got ulterior motives. No, we didn't end this so good. But you know we had something so good. I'm wondering, can we
10 seconds.
be friends? Can we
Moving back to burpees. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
and if it ends, can
That's
we
it, you
be
guys. Come on.
friends?
Good job. Good job, guys. All right, guys, we're going into the last round. One more deadlift, one more burpee over object, and we are done. 10 seconds. Make this the best round. Strongest deadlift. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. Come on. Let's add 2 more to the end of this. 2 more reps. Good, guys. Really squeeze at the top. Beautiful reps. Good, guys. Good job. Catch your breath. Ten seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go, guys. I want you to do burpee over object the entire minute. Come on, don't give up. Let's go, guys. Keep moving. Finish strong, guys. This is it. You're done after this. Good. Keep moving, guys. You got 30 seconds. Come on. You can rest after this. We are done after this. Keep going, guys. Come on. Don't give up on yourself. You can do it. Keep moving, BL. Let's go. 15 seconds, guys. Let's get a couple more reps in. Come on. Go, guys. We're under 10. Let's do one more. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Way to finish strong, guys. Good job. Good job, guys. How was that? Good job.
Sorry about all the noise from the doggo. He got very excited.
He wasn't into burpees today. Good job, guys. So your the accessory today is just to accumulate some time and some stretches. So I would suggest, you know, grabbing a YouTube video or just spending some time in any stretch that feels good. We could do a couch stretch, tricep, lat stretch, pigeon, child's pose, whatever. I can demo those if you guys need them, or you can just do whatever feels good. Anybody need demos on the stretches, or are you okay?
I can't talk.
Same.
All right, guys, way to finish strong.
Good job, everybody. Thank you, Courtney.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Nice
Courtney.
job, guys.
Bye, Courtney.
Bye,
Good job.
guys.
Good to see you.